Today we're going to take you back to school, and we're also going to find out how iPad made Apple the #1 PC maker. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here. Welcome to iPad 365, the show where we look at apps to keep your iPad aplay. It is Friday, it's time to relax, it's time to kick back, it's time to figure out what we're going to do for the weekend. But first of all, maybe we should think about going back to school shopping. What? In the meantime, hey, Twitter is iPad365. The email is iPad365show@gmail.com. You can go there and suggest any applications that I should be looking at for future episodes of iPad 365. The schedule, once again, gets a little bit wonky for in 2 weeks. I will be going out to LA, then San Francisco. And so for about 30 days, I'll pretty much be out in California. We're working on some iPad 365s, but there might be on-off. We'll see what happens. Want to let you know. Also, we talked about this, the Zag contest. Of course, you can win yourself this package right here, which basically includes the Zag Spark, which is $100, the Zag Folio with Bluetooth keyboard, and that's about $100, and then, of course, the Invisible Shield, which is the plastic covering for your iPad to keep it from scratching or anything like that. This is a $200 value, and we're giving away 3 packages like that. How do you win? All you have to do is go over to geekazine.com. You'll see the orange bar on the bottom. You'll click on the orange bar on the bottom. That'll take you to the place where you can put in your name, your email address, and, of course, enter for the contest. Entries up until the 22nd, so you have until then to enter. And good luck, because we've got a good amount of people that have entered already, and I can't wait to see who's going to win on this contest. Once again, over $200 value right here with Zag. And of course, if you go to geekazine.com/Zag, order something, enter in the code GeekAzine. Minus a keyboard and minus anything that's already been discounted, you'll get a 20% discount on top of that. So if you buy the Zag Spark, which is $99.99, and you use the code GeekAzine, that gets you 20% off right there. How cool is that? All right, today we're going to be talking about back to school, and you're going, why are you talking about back to school? It's August. Oh wait, it's August. Holy Moses on a stick, it's August. I'm going to have to figure out back to school for the kids. Well, the reason why I'm talking about this application is because it's a planner. It's getting ready for the shopping season. We don't know what the specials are. We don't know what Target's going to offer. We don't know what Walmart's going to offer. And this application is not going to give you all the best coupon deals and stuff like that. What this is a sit-down planner. Figure out what you need, when you need it by, and how much you need. It's called iPlanShopping, and it's by iHome Educator. And this is how it works. You see the interface here. On the bottom, you see the little buttons: Home, Calendar, Ideas, Categories, Receivers, Retailers, and Reports. So you start with retailers. You add some retailers. Like, for instance, I've added the normal ones: Costco, Target, Walmart, Halloween Express, because Halloween's coming up and we need the costumes. But you add one, it's straightforward. Let's say you have Mom and Pop. So we put in Mom and Pop, great free samples. So you put that in there. Now you have Mom and Pop. You can choose on Mom and Pop. You get great free samples. It also can separate. What this does is it then separates. So, like, let's say you're going to get pencils at Target, and you're going to get pens at the Mom and Pop shop, and the notepads are going to be at Walmart. That's how this is going to work. So basically, we set up the retailers. We have the receivers. Of course, we also set up the receivers, basically where they're going to go, so on and so forth. And then you set up categories. So let's say this is for math. This is for general studies or whatever. So we'll put in a plus here, and we'll say general studies, and we'll hit done there. And of course, that catalogs it there. You have ideas. Well, of course, I have a couple ideas already put in. We need pencils and we need food. Now, with the food, I put it up because with this area, you actually can put in more than just the name and the description. Like, for instance, in this case, I said name, food, the status, not purchased, the priority, must have, or nice to have, whichever you choose. The date, I actually set the date for a couple days ago, so if I could see how that would work. Looks, what category do you want to put it in? Which retailer do you want to get it from? We'll say Walmart for this one. for this receiver. We have a budget of $20 and a cost of $5. So basically, we've looked online. We found, food's going to cost us $5, where we have $20 to play with. So that's how that works. So basically, you put in your ideas, you put in your categories, you look at your calendar, say, okay, yesterday I was supposed to buy food. Oops, I didn't buy it, or I did buy it. I didn't buy it, it stays with this hourglass. If I said I did buy it, I'm going to say the check mark, and it's done. And go from there. But we'll leave it off for now. And so that's basically the calendar. The cool thing about this is this report. You can run a report and find out how much you've paid, how much you have to think about for the future, what your budget's going to be like, and so on and so forth. So you run the report. We edited the report, and now all you have to do is hit this green button right here, and that runs the report, and it tells you what you found, what your budget's like, how much of your budget you've spent, what you've purchased, and what you still need to purchase. All the stuff that you need to figure out and organize your plans for the school year coming up. Pretty cool stuff. If you need to plan out everything, this is a great iPad app to have. You can get it. It's in the App Store, absolutely free. Once again, it is called iPlanShopping, and you can check it out now. I knew that this was coming ever since last year. Actually, when the iPad first came out and the excitement for a tablet, I was amazed. And I said, eventually Apple is with the desktops and the tablets, they're going to take over the PC market, because the tablet, the iPad, is actually a PC device. It's not a phone. It's not in its own category. It is a PC device. And with the keyboard here, I have it. This is like a really small laptop. So yeah, it's a PC device. So anyway, it was all expected for Apple to take over the number one position of PCs in the shipments of quarter two. And of course, we're seeing that right here. The total is quarter two shipments. Apple did 19.4% market share. And HP, which was the reigning leader, is down to 12.5%. Lenovo's getting close to tying it. Last year, Lenovo jumped up to third place, so we were seeing that happen. And of course, this all has to do with what's purchased in the United States and what's purchased in the world. Like for instance, HP, really big around the world. That's why it kept such a great big market share. Lenovo had a good market share in the United States, but their sales were mostly geared in China and overseas. Same thing with Acer. Dell, more of U.S. than worldwide, although you can buy a Dell outside the United States if you wanted to. And of course, the other ones, we're talking things like gateways and the stuff you'd see at Best Buy and stuff like that. Now, this is actually pretty cool, and I congratulate Apple for taking the number one spot on the PC worldwide sales. We'll see if that continues, if the iPad can continue its momentum. A lot of good things have been said about the Galaxy Nexus 7, which is coming out, which is another tablet. And if one of these Android tablets start to beat the iPad, we're going to start seeing some sales changes. And then, of course, they will lose their PC market status. For now, we see PCs at number one. We see Apple at number one. So congratulations to Apple for hitting that number one mark. Of course, they revolutionized a whole new area of computing, and you got to give them credit for that. So congratulations to Apple, and we'll see what happens next year. And that's this episode of iPad 365. What do you think? Are you ready to go back to school? Are you going to get this planner application and get ready to buy all the pencils and books? Or do you just run out to Target or Walmart and just throw it in the cart and then wait in line for like 2 hours? Or do you use a online program like Amazon to get all the pencils, all your books, and everything like that? Let me know. You can Twitter me over at iPad365. Of course, iPad365show@gmail.com. is the email address. You can also send me your video and, of course, send it through YouTube and then link to it and let me know from there. All right, we will be back on Monday with another episode of iPad 365. Until then, my name is Jeffrey Powers. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot to listening on the Stitcher Internet Radio. We will see you next time, and until then, you guys geek out. You should follow Graphite on Twitter at GraphiteINC.